Hey everybody, I'm JJ, watching Reality Survival. So today I was just gonna give you my experiences on getting some offcut from a local sawmill to use for firewood. And so I talked to a guy. Me and a buddy of mine went down to Kentucky, down in the middle of Kentucky, to pick up a piece of machinery. And this guy had a bunch of offcut set up there, and I talked to him, and he said he was getting it for $10 a bundle, and the bundle was probably, I don't know, a quarter of a cord, something like that. And so I went up to my local sawmill and I said, hey, what do you guys charge for offcut, that I can use for firewood that's been seasoned and sitting around? And they said they'd do a 16-foot trailer loaded up, with like 3-4 foot sides. I'll throw a picture in here, kind of show you what it looked like. What the picture you're seeing now, we had already cut some, and I'll throw the second picture is how much we had already cut. And then this is the pile here that we ended up getting after we cut it. And I'd say that we're somewhere just shy of a cord, probably. I don't know exactly. I haven't done the exact math. I'm cutting them about 20 to 20 inches wide, 24 inches wide, somewhere in there. Kind of just depends. Because I can fit, pretty wide ones in the boiler. And here are the things that I've learned about this. I'm going to go ahead and go inside because it's starting to snow, if you can see that. Hey, Fire, let's go inside. Come on. Come here, Fire. So it's pretty easy cutting it up because you get it on a trailer, and you can just pull off to the end, take your chainsaw, and then, cut it to length and stack it right there. And you don't have to split it. So it's one less step than in other firewood. You also obviously you can cut it to whatever length you want, but it's a big mess. That's probably the downside. Come on, Fire. So come on, inside, come on. It's a pretty big mess. I'm gonna have to turn the heater off. And you don't get quite as much as you think. I thought, whoops, there we go. I thought that I was probably gonna get a couple cords from a trailer load, but because all that offcut is all different lengths and different widths and everything, you have a ton of space in there, even when it gets piled on your trailer. There's a lot of dead space. And so, my trailer, I put some 3-foot sides on it, and that's what we got. And it was $100. It's seasoned. All I had to do is cut it and stack it, and it'll burn just fine. It'll burn faster than like having big quarters of hardwood, and all that stuff, all that is hardwood also. It's not softwood. So do I think it's worth it? I think if your mill would give it to you for $60 to $80 a trailer load, it'd be a great buy. If they're giving it to you for $100, it's okay, but it's not like a fantastic deal, I don't think, because you still gotta cut it up, and you got a big mess to deal with and all that kind of stuff when you're straightening it out and all that. So it's an option though, if you've got a saw and you can cut it and you burn a lot of wood. If you've got a big boiler especially, or something where you can turn it crisscross, because I'll probably lay in like 3 pieces one way and then lay in a couple of pieces the other way, 3 pieces, and do it kind of log cabin style in the boiler and pile it up pretty good, and I think it'll burn okay, but it's still going to burn faster. Anyway, just throwing this out here as an option. Today is the day that we did it, so I'll let you know in a later video, you know, how fast it burns. I know it is going to burn faster, but I was basically looking for a way to get a pile of firewood to get me through these last few weeks until we get closer to spring, because my pile was getting smaller, and the pile I had is almost gone, and I didn't want to have to go down and split up a bunch more because my back, you know, is just kind of on the mend, and so I thought this might be a good alternative and not quite as expensive as buying a cord of wood, because that's around here, you know, for hardwood. I think it's probably a couple $100 to a little higher, depending on who you're getting it from, probably. So I think it's an option if you've got a mill close to your place, and you're looking for a cheap way to get some wood to burn. You know, it's something to think about. You know, you just contact your mill and see what they say. Now, if your mill cuts a lot of pine, if you're out west or whatever, that stuff's going to burn a lot faster. This is all hardwoods, so it's definitely going to burn a little slower. But if you're burning all pine, I'm not sure if it would be worth it or not, to be honest with you. I think it might burn up faster than it would be worth, but I don't know. I guess it just depends on how thick the pieces are and all that kind of stuff. But anywho, just throwing that out there to you. We are post-inauguration, and the military didn't institute martial law, and you know, QAnon was proven once again to be completely full of shit. I think that's great, and now we have a banana republic, I guess. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm going to do another video here. I've got like 15 or 20 questions that I think everybody needs to know the answer to on what your line is and how you'll deal with these questions. So look forward to that video here coming up shortly. Also, I've got the AmericanPreppingAcademy.com website up. It's a free website, and I am loading up all the content that I had produced over on Patreon, and then I'll load up all the future content that I make as I get time as well. Doesn't cost anything. It's free to everybody. All I ask is that you sign up on my email list so that I can send you guys emails directly, because who knows how much longer I will have a platform at all. I've already deleted all of my social media accounts. I have one over at Clout Hub and one over at Gab, but they're honestly not that great. I'm just being honest. They're okay, but a whole lot of the information that you get over there is just QAnon nonsense and crap like that. So I'm not sure that those are going to work out. I do have the Rumble channel still, and I'll be uploading all the videos to Rumble also as a backup to this. But anyway, check out AmericanPreppingAcademy.com. I think you'll find it pretty simple and intuitive. I've got it kind of broken down on the main page into like freshman lessons, sophomore, junior, senior, and then I'm getting down to the senior, graduate, and doctor level, the more advanced kind of stuff as I go. I've also started some categories for different topics like EMPs, and it's got, you know, several videos about EMPs on that page, and then I've got another one on fire starting with you know, I think 10 different videos talking all about all different kinds of fire starting and stuff. And then I've also got a tab for gear reviews, and I think the Rad Power Bike is the only one I've got up there so far. It's got like 4 videos on that, just kind of showing those, and I'll be adding to it, you know, all the time. As I get time, I'll be continually adding content, and then when I do, if you sign up on the email list, I'll be able to send you an email and let you know. So I think that's the only viable way to go forward. As far as supporting the channel, Thank you for all the Patreon guys. I am shutting that down because I don't feel like people should be paying me in the times that we live in. You need to be taking all of your money and putting it towards your preps and getting ready, because who knows what's going to happen in the next 24 months to 48 months. So I just didn't feel right about it, even though I had a lot of great supporters, and you know, it was a lucrative thing. It made money for me, and but I just didn't feel right about it. So what I'm asking for as far as support is just use the website. On the right hand sidebar, all of my affiliates are listed there, and if you click on those links, I will also create an affiliate page, and you can go to that link, that page, or those the ads on the right hand side, and click those and go to those stores and buy your preps and stuff like that. It won't cost you anything more, and it'll help out the channel, help out us, you know, over here making this content. So if you guys want to do that, that's awesome. I appreciate the support. If not, that's cool too. Everybody has, you know, their things that they want to do and all that kind of stuff, and so I get it. But anyway, that is that. Don't forget to live the 6 P's. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. Sorry about the heater noise. I realize I just forgot to shut it off. Sorry.